Okay, welcome to my Arma 3 speedrun. This is the first speedrun I've ever done. You know, good full send it with a very hard topic, not hard, not even topic, right? This is all in one take, by the way, at least per mission, so I'm going to stumble over my words a lot. There's going to be a lot of ums and ahs and silences, because I really can't be doing more than one take for a 45-minute long video. So, here you go. This is it. It's a brief little thing. It's going to be staged, so because I can't be bothered doing all of it at once. You know, each mission you can do separately. I didn't, but I didn't do it in the full order just because I wanted to do some testing first. So yeah, let's get talking. Here, it's just prone percent, so you know, proning over. You can't. Well, you need the gun, so you can't drop that. And you can't drop the suit or the goggles. I tried. It just wastes a lot of time, and you already have a lot of stamina anyway, so you don't really need to. So yeah, we just start off by crawling over to Adams or whatever his name is. And the timer, because obviously I don't have internet at the minute, I can't get the fancy gizmos that cool speedrunners have, so I'm just not a cool speedrunner.
They're all yours, Sergeant.
So I just put a little timer on and synced up to the proper times. That'll be explained in the rules at the end
Targeting
too.
and ballistics look normal.
So yeah, I didn't hit the guy, didn't kill him. Kind of a shame, but oh well.
Next one's just east of you.
Obviously know what that guy is. That guy gets one shot, don't know why.
Next one's at,
this one,
220.
you can't actually preemptively look at, because I knew it was there, but
not bad.
in an earlier run,
along.
I was looking there and he just didn't ever spawn, because I was already looking there when he called it, so
Sergeant, if
yeah.
you'd be so kind.
Thankfully that little time stop gives us a lot of time to regen stamina, so we can do the fast crawl over again. Yeah, it's a slow speedrun, that's why I did it, so no one else would bother. If it was just a normal speedrun of the prologue, I reckon it could probably be done in less than 30 minutes. Yeah, I reckon, yeah, 15 minutes of proning, that seems about right. There's a few cutscenes in there at the end, which take up a lot of time. I think the entire last mission is basically just a cutscene.
So, looks like
but I haven't messed around too much. There could be a cutscene skip that comes on later on.
Oh,
that'd be nice.
Wants, huh? Great.
Little glitch to stop it,
that,
because this isn't glitchless.
it'll spawn targets
There
at
aren't any
each
glitches,
marker.
but I haven't
You'll need to
necessarily
drop
made
them
it
before you
glitchless.
can proceed.
So I'm pretty sure this is the first. I think
Whenever you're
this
ready.
is the first prone percent speedrun of the Arma 3 Prologue campaign. So I'm kind of just making it up. I make the rules here. I am the king. That means I also get to disqualify any run that I don't like, especially if it beats my time. Which, yeah, if people want to dedicate, 2 hours of their lives to making a better run, it'll probably happen. There's quite a few mistakes I make that cost me a couple of seconds.
Yes,
Yeah, I reckon you could only beat it by like a minute at most. But yeah, back to the run. We're just
Hold on.
crawling over. We're gonna hit our first stamina loss
You know
though
what? Go bother someone else.
soon,
Out.
just
Hey,
before the
morons.
the thing. And the special anti-stamina technique. I don't know. You just do rolls the entire time, and if you get motion sick easily, then this is not the run to watch or even try to do, because yeah, it's not going to be fun. I decided here to wait until the little you can't like sprint prone when it's red. And I did that too soon there, but now they swipe, because this is faster than the rolling. I'm pretty sure it was. I tried to kind of figure it out. I did some basic tests. I never really tried. But yeah, just wait a bit till you get the sprint prone, and then it's back to rolling for the rest of the distance. And this is going to take, probably a minute, maybe less. I don't really remember these times. It was such a time sink. I can't even listen to music or anything to pass the time. I was just sitting there holding E for ages. And obviously I had to do it quite a few times, because if I made a major mistake in the run, then that was it, ruined. And I want to come in with a decent start. I don't want to be easily beaten, but it is beatable. There's still a few mistakes I just couldn't be bothered. doing over. So yeah, that took 45 seconds. I'm an Arma 3 gamer, so I'll say I never miss a shot, but still he doesn't die just because, you know, Arma 3. And his weak point. Yep, just another sprint prone all the way over. You can actually drop your gun at this point, but you'd gain so little stamina from it. I'm not sure what's the point. And this is untested, but I think that dropping your gun makes you roll slower. It certainly looks like the animation is slow. I don't know if you move less distance or not. So if you want to test it, you could. I couldn't be bothered, and you'll see a bit later on that I do roll without the gun, and I think it is a pretty noticeable difference. This run is coming to an end soon. Just a lot of rolling to go, and be left with our time. I think it's a pretty solid start. This is almost unbeatable. Yeah, obviously you can just make sure you tap the people, but I think that's the only thing that you can really change about
Got
it.
any more tanks lying around?
You can maybe shave off a couple of seconds, maybe 10 seconds at most with the rolling technique. But that's about it. But that's the first mission done, so we're gonna call it there. That brings us to a time of 6:22:52. Not bad. So here we are on to the next mission, Common Denominator, I think it was called. And this one's got a lot of movement on foot. So this one's definitely a long mission for the prone percent category. Also, there's a few cutscenes in here too, so yeah, this is a lot of time spent doing a bit of nothing. Well, a bit of rolling really,
Not
but
bad,
yeah.
not bad at all.
Right?
And I didn't really think of what I'm gonna say for these entire 45 minutes. I can't really talk this entire time about it, so I'm just blagging this all. There's no script,
I'll get things set up here.
so I'm kind of just left with it's kind of like B-Tech ASMR, because I'm just talking, aren't I? It's not entertaining. It's not like a podcast. It's like really low quality ASMR. Hey, yeah, that's what it is. I'm gonna stick to it. This is my Arma 3 ASMR speedrun. Here, one thing I could have done here actually is drop the gun at the podium, because you don't need it, and it gives you quite a bit of extra stamina if you drop it. So this was a bit foolish of me, but I'd only thought of dropping the gun afterwards, because I'm a bit, This is one of the first runs I did, I think. Maybe not the first, but it was like maybe 3 or 4 for this mission. So I've not got everything down quite yet, but it was decent enough for me to say, yeah, I can't be bothered anymore. I'm on to the rolling now already. There's going to be a lot of that. You have to run a lot. You get stuck. These bushes quite suck. So as you see, I'm not moving. I wasn't. You have to kind of like swiggle left and right to see if you can get yourself free. Because there's space between them, but it's quite small. So you have to really try to just squeeze through. And roll. Sometimes it is better to kind of just stop rolling and then, prone forward slowly before you start rolling again.
That should do it.
Copy.
But in that case, I think it was fine for me to just keep rolling. It didn't take too long to get through.
Really? Sorry, they're all we've got
And
on
here I was, waiting for the stamina so I could sprint prone, because it is faster. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I never really tested it, but I'm pretty sure it is faster. So there you go, rolling back. It takes a lot of time. There's not much more to say. I don't really know how you could improve it, because it's a prone percent speedrun, There are, well, if you, I don't know if it's just, I don't know what it is, but if you hit minus and plus, you can speed up the game to 4 times speed. Obviously that would make it faster. That's, I think, quite obviously cheating. And it's not a glitch either, so that's been outlawed. that's against the rules. So like, obviously that would cut the prone time in like significantly by 4 times, in fact. But here we get stuck. It sucks. I was just rolling against this bush for ages. Because you kind of like zone out when you're doing these runs, because it's so mundane and you can't really see what's going on when you're just spinning. So you kind of just zone out and check back in every 3 seconds or something to see what's going on. So yeah, I got stuck on there for a while, a bit more than I would have liked. Lost, I don't know, 6 seconds. But yeah, it's smooth sailing from there, I think.
All right,
Yeah.
first things first. I'm Staff Sergeant Adams. This is
Gotta run
Sergeant
up to the
Conway.
little
We'll be your
platform.
cabin crew for today.
Cabin crew?
Since I'm fairly confident we all know
Just sit
why
there
we're
and
here,
shoot.
I'll skip the usual brief.
Thankfully, you can see all the targets.
So, over to you,
when
Sergeant.
prone.
When you're ready, put some
Otherwise,
rounds down
that'd
range.
make the prone percent pretty hard. Don't know why that guy took so many
I see the
shots.
sergeant went prone before engaging the target. As
Look at that
such, he
Arma
has
gamer,
the least
don't
amount
miss.
of recoil to deal
Incredible.
with and maintains a lower profile.
Just above and beyond the,
If he'd
natural
remained standing,
gamer.
he'd have had a tougher
Me.
time compensating for recoil. It's not
So take 'em all
impossible,
out,
but it's
wait for 'em to
also not
speak.
ideal. Engaging
don't do
targets
anything.
at greater distances is a bit more
And then
complicated.
wait.
Collimator sights, like
Obviously at the start,
fires
I
used.
didn't really mention it, but you drop the armor and the helmet because that's just a necessary weight.
Go ahead and grab the
You could
RCO
probably
from
drop
crate.
the map and radio and stuff, but I really don't see the
Now
point.
on, I'll be giving
They're
directions
like
to the sergeant
basically don't weigh
exclusively in
anything.
compass bearing.
So yeah,
please pay
we open the
attention.
box, you don't get the
I'll
RCO
call
as
out
soon as it's
specific
done.
targets for the
Incredibly
sergeant to
efficient.
engage. It's up to him to pick them out
But
and
now
score a
expect to
hit.
shoot in a lot of
Are you ready,
speaking.
Sergeant?
This isn't technically a
As I'll
cutscene,
ever
but
be.
because I don't think you'll be able to
First
skip this.
target.
It's just a lot of talking.
Helicopters. Well, speaking of CSAT,
Pay attention, children. 300 meters, bearing 330.
Oh, see, I hadn't learned the. I learned my kind of positions, so I knew that guy would be in the house. I don't know where those boats are going either. I definitely hit them all, because I'm an Arma 3 gamer god.
Remember,
So I definitely hit him. He just didn't die for some reason. Like that guy one shot.
focused shots.
The guy on the right was obviously just a bit more
Bearing
tanky,
290.
a bit more hench. That guy didn't pop up for a while either, so I skipped him. Skipped over. But like I said, know where the area is. It's just the specifics. You can make the run a bit more efficient by learning the exact positions and being ready to shoot exactly.
Sergeant,
Don't even say it.
See, this is when you drop your gun, you automatically stand up. You just have to make sure you don't move. That gives us a lot of stamina to walk with, well, prone with, crawl with, to work with, is what I was going to originally say. So I think you get to this first sign in a bit, just on there. The pure stamina rush that you get from dropping the gun. But still, you do have to end up, spinning towards the end. And I'm not entirely sure if it is quicker. The spinning is quicker with the gun. Obviously, I'm going to repeat myself a lot. It's 45 minutes. I don't remember what I'm going to say. So yeah,
Fuck you,
But-
Staff Sergeant.
because you get the stamina from dropping the gun, is it quicker to use that stamina and then take the slower roll, or is it better to keep the quicker roll? I don't know. I can't be bothered testing unless someone beats the speedrun, in which case I might take it as a little challenge to keep on top. I can think of maybe 2 or 3 people who might try the speedrun, but it's I definitely know a lot of people aren't, because 45 minutes if you get it perfect, and a lot more if you still need to learn everything, like me trying it out for the first time. So see, just a lot of spinning. Here's what I was talking about with the slower roll. Like there's more stability at the end of the roll, where you can kind of see what's going on. And I don't know if that's just because the roll itself is quicker, or the entire thing is slowed down. So I don't imagine they'd use a different animation, but they might actually. I don't know. It's not something I've ever really thought about until now. Well, until the speedrun, that is. So yeah, just a lot of rolling. Just keep on going. No time to stop and look. Just gotta push through and roll. I think this run comes out just over 9 minutes, so there's only a minute left of this rolling. This is actually one of the more involved. This is probably the heaviest of the rolling missions, other than 4. Because this is just the most distance you have to go. The other, like mission 3 and 4, no, not 4, 3 and 5 are kind of, they're a lot more, like 3 has a lot of driving. Obviously driving doesn't count as not being prone. Because that's, you know, you're not standing, you are technically sitting, but you have to get in the vehicle for the mission, so, you know, you have to.
Sergeant.
It's perfectly allowed. So yeah, pick up the gun again. We don't stand up after picking it up for some reason. I don't know why you stand up while dropping it. That's just a weird thing. Why do you stand up when dropping it?
See, now the
You have to
sergeant
back
has
up
to
because I'm
battle
hitting the wall a
himself as
bit.
he fires.
And then,
Again, you need to
yeah,
control
move
your
the wall
stamina.
again.
If you don't,
But then
you'll
the
have
Arma
a
3
hard
god
time hitting
rises.
anything else.
One hit everything. Everything.
That'll do, Sergeant. That'll
Perfect.
do.
American, please, I need
No,
to
it was
speak
just
with
over.
you. There has been an
Just under 10
incident.
minutes.
Over.
So you stand up again. I don't know why. But yeah, that brings us to 9:56 for the run. 9:56:27. And so we come on to mission 3, which
Send us
is
your grid.
diplomatic
Over.
relations. So first of all, I want to just drop everything.
Say again.
Apart from the
Why
radio.
not?
The radio
Over.
makes it so you
have a
can't
map.
hear
GPS?
the AF speaking, and for some reason you can't hear yourself either.
Copy. Wait one.
So I'm just going to get ready in position
Something with these.
and kind of just
All
wait
right,
out.
change
This
the plans.
map takes a while.
Everyone, gather around
to
the
do.
sergeant. Come on, don't be shy now.
It's a lot of waiting
We're
for
gonna learn
talking.
something useful. Okay, here's
So
the deal.
yeah,
Since your
you
people
can't do
are
it too early
completely
either,
incapable of
otherwise you just won't like it.
it has
And even if
fallen
you
upon us
if
to
you
rescue
do it again in
them
the same
from
place, you
certain
still
doom.
just don't like it, and I'll cut some time
Before
off.
we begin,
So it's
Sergeant,
usually
if
better
you'd
to
be
wait
so
for him
kind,
to
stick
ask
a
you.
marker on our
As soon as the
location,
dialogue starts asking you, then you can do it.
159.
But we got some
For
time
those
to kill,
just tuning
so
in, 6-figure grids are a crucial navigational
gonna,
tool. Coordinates are
make some
read from the
art.
bottom first, followed by the
Modern
ones
art.
that run up the side.
very
We're going to
recognizable.
attempt to triangulate their position. However, before we get onto that, you guys still there?
Yes.
We need some landmarks to go off here. Do you have anything we could use? Did you spot anything recognizable en route to your location? Over.
Like I said,
Well,
we have
We
time.
know that we are west of Sirta. We drove
It's still,
through it.
like, even if you were to mark it
Okay,
now, he
that's
doesn't
one.
like it at all.
Over.
So we just gotta
Sergeant,
wait.
stick a marker on Sirta.
And that's it.
It
That's
should
about
be
the quickest you
3
can be.
clicks to the northeast.
There's not much else to
3
do with this.
kilometers, in other words. Now, let's draw a line going
This is
west
one of the
from
speedruns
Sirta.
that
Can you guys give
I
us
had
any
to
other
just
landmarks?
do again
There
because
is
I
a
noticed
hill
that at one
nearby.
point
It has a small chapel on
I
top of
accidentally
it.
stood up.
It is at bearing.
And I want to clarify some rules for a certain section that comes up ahead.
Over.
Copy. Wait one. That's probably somewhere.
Because there's one part that you
southwest
do
of
actually
Sirta
have to
itself.
stand up, so I want to make
Think
sure
you
that
can locate
it's
it,
crystal
Sergeant?
clear what to
Right,
follow,
the
what the
bearing they gave
protocol
us
is.
was 130. However, that's from them to the
So,
chapel.
yeah,
We wanna
like I said,
work
not
out
much
the
going on
bearing
here,
from
just
the chapel to their position.
Talking.
Let's do a 180.
Love talking.
That makes it 310
Nothing
from the
happening.
chapel itself. You'll notice the lines intersect. That, in a nutshell, is all we're looking for. It tells us that if the information they provided is accurate, they must be somewhere near there.
After this, we'll
However,
get
the
ready.
intersect won't always be exact.
We'll close them up a
Common
bit
sense
early
to enhance
as
your
soon as we
accuracy.
mark
Or
where they
try
are.
to obtain further information. Over to you, Sergeant. Stick a marker
And
on
they're
their
up
position.
quick. And
Yep,
then we
that
just
looks about right.
go with the car, even though it's not really a rush. We still have to wait for everyone else to get in before you,
American,
just
what
so
is
you
your
can't
status?
take their seat. So
We've got your grid.
you probably could have got here in time anyway.
075-183.
It's just, you know,
We're
slight
on our way.
preparation.
Stay put. Out. Okay, we're gonna go find your friends. Keep yourselves busy while we're gone. The rest of you, load up. Conway, you're driving.
So you just have to wait till everyone else gets in and then you go. Obviously, you don't want to stick to the road. You can save a lot of time by cutting a few little corners.
Just up ahead.
I don't know how much time it is, but compared to a previous run, which was the one I was originally going to use for this. I think I shaved off an entire 40 seconds just by driving a bit better and basically that. Plus, at this point, for some reason, in one of the earlier runs I was doing today, I started smelling toast. I was like, am I seriously gonna be having a stroke playing Arma 3 speedrunning? I was like, no, that's not the way to go. But no, I think it was actually just a neighbour making toast, because I didn't collapse or anything. And the smell said it wasn't burnt toast really. It was just toast, but you know, every toast has the potential to be burnt. It smelled nice. It smelled nice. It's when I wasn't, you know, thinking that, oh, I'm gonna die playing Arma 3 speedrunning. It was a nice smell.
Guess some greenbacks must have shit themselves.
You just gotta keep cutting the corners. Just keep cutting. Keep cutting. Keep cutting. 3 times so that you understand. Because I know a lot of the people I play with have a bit of trouble just listening to me, really. I appear to have, I don't know, I appear to just not exist for them sometimes. Yeah, just not cutting across the road, do a little hop, and barrel him down, right into him basically. Run over a dead guy, perhaps.
This must be the place. Pull up
It's not likely to matter. Yeah.
everyone out.
He was already gone. Yeah, an extra tire mark won't hurt anything. So this is the first time I've had a glitch, which you're about to see here, and I'm glad it was the one that made it into the run. Because just look at that. It's so weird. I accidentally went third person as the cutscene triggered, so
Patrol, huh?
you get to view all the janky animations.
They attacked you? Yes. Was that clear? You ever heard of excessive force? Staff Sergeant, they're just civilians.
Did you sweep the buildings? And what's the deal with that man over there?
Yes, we did. They are clean.
You searched all of them, including the ones down there?
No, only these ones.
And that man, do you have medical support inbound?
No. Are you kidding me?
I mean, look at that.
Search those buildings down there.
Crazy.
The rest of you, set up a perimeter.
It looks good in first
and you
person,
call
but
for a
definitely not in third.
goddamn medevac. Now!
Just look at that head. Ooh. But yeah, obviously this time I've learned the lesson. We dropped the gun before going prone, and kind of just get stuck a bit trying to prone. It's always a bit awkward, and then we're off. So here, it's rigged. You have to. It's the last house you're looking basically. So you have to go a tiny bit into like the courtyard. So the game thinks, oh, you probably could have seen inside the window of the shed. So then you can go up to the house. It'd be nice if it was, you could do it a different way, because obviously the house is a long way to get, but yeah, that's just how it is. This is the quickest time that I've found. Kind of just peek the head in. The game's like, ah, he saw through the window. And then you head onto the house. The house, it has stairs inside, which you can't prone up. So I've put this in the rules, but you have to clarify, you can crouch up these stairs, but only on the stairs, and you have to stop before proning again, because the game likes to throw you forwards. So you have to only crouch up the stairs themselves and then prone immediately. And also you can do it down again, because it's the same issue.
You see? They were a threat.
Yeah, and I'm sure they just
Then at this
attacked you
point,
for no reason.
we're out of stamina, so it's back to
Copy,
rolling.
Sergeant. Form on me.
This is basically the run over. We just roll for the next minute or so. I'll not run mission, but yeah. Sorry for the extended silence, but I don't know what to say. This is This is technically the 5th mission that I'm recording. Cause I did the entire thing, but before I looked over this one, thought I have to redo this. So actually, yeah, 6th mission I'm recording. So I really don't know what to say anymore. I've lost all brain. And that's about it. That's enough for this run. You're going to a time of 9:00:27. So 9 minutes, 0 seconds, 27 thirds. Which is pretty good time. I like it. Okay, on to mission 4, Rising Tensions. This one is the only 10-minute run of the set. I think that is purely because of the
No, sir.
cutscenes. There's a lot less action that you do yourself in this one.
Any word from the MOD sit down, sir?
Negative. Nothing from the AAF or
We're just kind of chilling.
In fact, the whole thing's gone dark.
You're kidding me.
Spend the first couple minutes
Figure that
just
missing greenback convoy has something
moving
to
the
do
mouse,
with it?
looking around
You boys are here.
the pretty scenery.
There's your ride. You two get going. Find us that convoy, Staff Sergeant.
Look at the big gun.
Good. I'll try to unfuck things here.
I'm just sitting here, enjoying the ambience of the mission. That they've clearly spent, I don't know, they spent some time on it.
Always had to do the cleaning up around here. The AAF and the FIA consenting to a sit down within the country's Ministry of Defense. Well, I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
This is what I'm talking about with them. If you can find a glitch that cuts these cutscenes. If you can just get rid of these cutscenes, you would save so much time on the overall speedrun for Pro %. But I don't know if it's possible.
There's the AAF's checkpoint. It's coming up on 20 minutes.
I think maybe the first one you probably could, but the second one I don't. Like this one here, because this takes you to the location. It's all like smooth.
All right, we're coming up on the
I don't know if this one is like skippable. I don't know if any of them are. Yeah, that will be for the challengers to figure out to beat my run. Now you can also see a little camp, which I hadn't noticed before doing this speedrun. There's a little camp next to the convoy. I think that's cool. It's a nice little bit of world building. But you don't see any guys apparently. Which I don't believe. I reckon you could see. Like, you had to fight like 10 guys or something. You'd see at least one, surely. I mean, like, yeah, they'd hear the helicopter for quite a while there. But I don't know. Maybe they can't scare him. Maybe they've got like one who's like shot in the leg in the firefight or something. You'd see him. Almost definitely. Also, another question: those AF cars, they're bulletproof, right? So the guys inside, how did they die? Why'd they get out just to like be shot? Why would you get out while you're being shot? Because they didn't have explosives. So I don't know, that's kind of just foolish of the AF. There's a lot of crawling out, but you need your gun this time just in case, and the armor. Sadly. So I tried doing this without armor, and I just got one tapped so often. So yeah, I think it's just to be on the safe side. You want the armor. Obviously, like I said, if you get lucky, you could drop the armor and do the run without it, and that would probably cut quite a bit of time actually off of it.
In position, Staff Sergeant.
Especially if you don't have the gun either, so you just go without armor, without gun, with a lot more stamina.
No movement as far as I can tell.
But I don't know if it's
To be honest,
I don't know if it's like worth it. You'd have to do this so many times and just hope you don't get hit.
We're moving up.
Because you do kind of need to be in the firing line
Let's go, Conway.
for like, you know, the next parts to trigger. It's not something you can just like kind of wait out at the back and hope for the best and just like let them fight it all out before you roll in slowly. you have to kind of be up there, so you just have to hope you don't get shot. So I've taken the option of offense is the best defense, and I shoot them before they can shoot me. And it does slow you down, but it stops you doing the run a lot more times and kind of helps your sanity a bit more. The terrain here kind of sucks too. There's a lot of rocks. You have to kind of keep doing 180s and flipping to the other side to kind of wiggle past them. That's the best method I found. Just hold E until you get stuck. Do 180 and then hold Q. Like now. And then, you know, keep repeating if necessary. Oh, this run is about halfway done. Oh, this mission, that is. We passed the halfway mark for the entire speedrun quite a while ago, actually. Yeah, we've got another about 5 minutes of this. A lot of it rolling. Yeah, it's not much to talk about, really.
Whoa! Dead ahead, Sergeant.
Yeah, this guy's seen an FIA guy.
We're friendly.
Yeah, I can't see him,
Please tell
obviously,
me you two
with the
have
grass.
Copy. We're on
It's very hard, you know, doing this mission because you're prone. You can't see the guys a lot of the time when you got shot. You just get tapped. But thankfully, all your friendlies are invincible, so you don't need to worry about them dying at least. Just kind of have to stay safe,
Engaging target.
stick to cover as much as you can while proning, and hope they just don't one tap you through the grass.
Fire at that door. Now. Machine gun.
Obviously, you want to keep up with them as much as you can to save time later on. But obviously, you also don't want to be right at the front
Everyone,
to
on me.
get shot at by the enemies. So it's just a measure of luck, really. How well can you hide and hope that they don't hit you?
I've got him.
There's this first wave.
Stick to cover. Watch the trees.
It's kind of like, I think the first wave's like 4 or 5 guys. I don't really know. I didn't really see them, obviously. Then you get to this point and another wave kind of spawns in.
Moving.
I'm pretty sure that's how it's handled.
On the move.
Area clear.
Cover me. Okay.
So it's called area clear, that means there's nothing near. So it spawns just a bunch more guys.
At the tree line.
And, you know, this is part where you can just kind of roll because they've run ahead of you quite a bit. So you can just kind of roll as fast as your little...
Three.
I don't know.
Engage that man in
Well,
front.
you kind of use your arms and stuff to roll. So yeah, as fast as your little arms can carry you.
Engage that machine gunner. Front.
This little car is decent cover, actually.
Engage that man.
Bullets can go through it, but with your armor they don't usually kill you. So it's been very useful. Yeah, it's a shame that Arms doesn't call out every target for you to shoot at, because obviously then you basically have wall hacks. But here, you know, you've killed everyone,
Clear.
so you drop everything and you just send it with the sprint prone.
Broadway. 1-1. Be advised. We've made
You can't quite
contact with
get to
FIA forces
the
at the
truck.
convoy's
You have to roll for quite a
All
bit actually, but
contacts neutralized. Over.
you know, dropping all your stuff for the more stamina,
Lock it
so
down.
as useful as it
Broadway
can
out.
be.
Area
But you've still got a lot of distance to cover, so you will have to roll. And once again, it comes in, you know, whether rolling with the gun is faster or not. Yeah, I don't really know.
We've got wounded over here.
Because earlier I said it gives a lot of stamina, but it's not actually too much. So I still haven't tested it, you know, whether it is, but that's something for others to find out.
Broadway, do you read? Over.
Here
Confirm,
we
Broadway.
are.
In traffic. Over.
The audio's, you know,
We've got wounded at the convoy.
it's a bit out of sync with what you're doing, because the game assumes you're with him.
But 1-2
So he's, you know, it's like, oh, you're treating him already. He hasn't even told you to shoot him. So you don't know that. He doesn't know that. Yeah, what if you just kind of run away? You never cheated him.
Until they arrive. Over.
We'll try, Broadway.
Game was possibly
1-1 out.
lying. Yeah, there's just so much crawling to do. I'm rolling. It's just, it doesn't end. But this does bring us towards the end of the speedrun. I think we've finished with a time of 10 minutes, 20 seconds maybe. Just nab the first aid kit. If you get shot earlier, you have to be careful that you don't accidentally treat yourself, because that's a big waste of time.
He's holding, but not for long.
Yeah.
We need medical here now.
That's the end of the mission.
All
He's
right,
very
hold
pale,
this
isn't he?
perimeter. I'm not in the mood for any more surprises.
Yeah, but that ends the mission. Brings us to a time of 10. Oh, we have to click continue here. That's still part of it, technically. 10:26:37. That's what it is. Just to clarify, that mission complete only appeared because I did that mission separately. It wasn't part of the original, like, just full run through without stopping. It was one I like replayed separately to get a better time on. So that, yeah, last mission, damage control. This one's also fairly long, but it is basically purely cutscene. So obviously drop the gun, stand up, prone again before moving. All you have to do is get to the helicopter, really. That's the only input that you have, other than at the very end in this entire mission. So once again, if you could cut the cutscene, like just skip the cutscene, you'd save so much time. You'd save basically, I think, 6 or 7 minutes out of this mission. So it's just running over to the helicopter and wait until they tell you to get in. You can't do it until then.
Get yourself back to Kabbalah. Just kicked off now.
Just chilling until he gets on the strap view. And then goes into cutscene mode for ages. Just chilling. Kinda naked. Kinda feeling naked right now. Because, you know, no armor, no uniform. I think I dropped that. No gun. In reality, they'd all be kind of wondering what's going on with you. And it definitely wouldn't let you on the helicopter. But you know, it's the game. You see the pretty little explosion? Looks like a suicide truck.
What the hell happened?
Really, I think it was a suicide truck that's went into the outpost. I can't really think of why else the truck would be burning and all the other vehicles would be gone and all the people would have disappeared, because there was like a good 10 people at that outpost before. So if I kind of just blow up a truck in it and then sweep up with everyone else. How you didn't hear it though? Because, you know, that only happened like 10 minutes ago at most, like in the game. So I don't really know how you didn't hear it, or no one else like noticed, because you'd hear an explosion like that. But you know, I don't know.
Broadway, Alpha 1-1 actual. What's the situation?
And the Ministry of Defense is also burning
Not good, 1-1. Details are still coming
somehow.
in, but intel suggests the sit-down went haywire.
I don't know how they managed to like let the FIA in with the flammable stuff or stuff to set fires. Like surely they'd be checked before entering, right? I think that makes sense. It's not very good, clearly.
I need someone on the ground. How copy? Solid copy, sir. We'll keep you updated.
So
1-1
here,
out.
you land, you run over to the car, and then it's another cutscene
That
again.
must be all right. Martinez, McKendrick, stay behind. Keep an eye on things. Sergeant and I will check out the MOD.
Copy. Stay safe.
And snipe the get in,
All right, let's move.
burn from as far as you can. You're just chilling. Just chilling. So you drive along, you hit a sign somehow. I don't know how that is, like it's managed to do that. I don't know if it always does that, but it's still impressive how, even in like a cutscene, if someone just hits stuff. And here you go, driving through the hospital. Got a guy's looking at a pillar of a house for some reason. He's got the sad music playing. You stop at the stop sign because there's a tire. Poor tire. Where does it come from? Who knows? There's nothing nearby. A few guys just chilling. Where did that tire come from? That's the real question. Where did it come from? Why did they just leave it there? He's just a dead guy there. No blood on him. He's had a heart attack probably. See the tank, which is kind of looking the wrong way. Also, it's got a weird braking too. Just really put brakes on the vehicle. So that's prone through the vehicle way quicker. It's saving, I don't know, it's probably the biggest time saver of the entire run. Pull up with the snake and just keep on going. Obviously we don't have anything on us. We've got a lot of stamina to burn, which we will burn. But thankfully you don't have to go all the way for the cutscene to trigger. It kind of just activates a little early. Like the Gorgons watching Prisoners. Why? Yeah, you do just a cutscene here, and you're magically standing up. But this is basically the end of player input. It's just a lot of watching things happen and experiencing the experience that is Arma 3 Milsim sandbox game.
Buddy, I'm warning you. You pick this fight and you lose.
Is there a problem here, Sergeant?
What's the problem? Your men are abusing these prisoners.
What my men do is my concern, and mine alone, Sergeant.
The hell it is, Corporal. Arrest them.
Surely this is breaking like Geneva Convention, right?
Broadway, Alpha
So like, you know, they have full authority to do whatever they want.
Send it, over.
I've got greenbacks abusing
The
FIA
world would
prisoners
back
in
her,
the MOD, sir.
probably.
Please advise, over.
Yeah, you're trying to keep the peace, but you know, it's like, why are you even supporting this government? I don't know, it's after a military coup.
I'll copy.
I understand why NATO's supporting it. I mean, they're doing peacekeeping here, right? But why are they working with them?
Stand down. That's an order. Confirm. Over.
Oh, see, you know, yeah, it's badly for them. They get kicked out, get killed, they have to invade the island later. But still, it's
Just so
you
you
know.
fucking know, I'm about to shoot some.
Hearts and minds, Sergeant. Hearts and minds.
Still just chilling. We've only got like a minute left of the run now. Maybe a bit less.
What the fuck was that?
Just the chain of command at its finest.
Who was that asshole?
Call sign Phalanx, Colonel Akinteros. You just bashed horns with the AAF's top brass.
You think you'd be able to
That's
hear the
their
jet
top
too?
brass? Now
I don't know
why
why you
they're so
can't. Like, you can
fucked
hear
up.
the helis, why can't you hear the jet? Sure, that's louder. Right?
Can't believe McKinnon shut us down like
Right?
Yeah, well, orders are orders. Come on, let's get out of here.
That kind of brings us to the end of the run. And there we go. File time of 8:44:24. So that concludes the run with a final time of 44 minutes, 30 seconds and 47 thirds. There's obviously room for improvement there, especially if we can get some glitches for cutscenes skipping and all that good stuff, but I'm confident that this run will hold for some time. And finally, here are the rules in case you want to join yourself.